grilling at the moment. We're grilling some octopus. It's the thickest meat we're doing. We're grilling. So I'm just getting a nice char on this, and then we'll follow that up with some nice Octopus scallops, which I'm going to do on the.
Oh, there's some lovely ones.
On the octopus, you can just put salt and oil, a little bit of oil to get it charred. The octopus is boiled first. It is too tough to do directly on the grill unless you're willing to do a bit of sequential freezing to tenderize it. But this stuff boiled for about an hour and a half with an onion and a bay leaf, and it's tasty as. We're just heating it through and getting rid of char on the octopus.
Now we have put some oil on there, haven't we?
Yeah, we're using a recipe from John Fell Chef, which is basically olive oil. These are the drippings from.
It's when I cooked. It's when I cooked. I cooked a recipe. John Fell Chef put up a recipe on Facebook and Instagram, talking about Spanish style of barbecue. This has got paprika, it's got bay leaves, got oil, it's got loads of it. Just look at the recipe and try it out, because this is stunning. I deep fried the belly pork in the oil, and this is the oil that I've kept, so it's got a real nice Spanish flavour. So we decided to use this today. We've also got some rump of beef that's just up there resting. We've got some char grilled dirty vegetables. We've got some gorgeous pork belly, and we've got a pork hock. So this is it. This is how we're playing today.
Yeah. And all these lovely embers have been created from woods given to us by Brywood UK.
Simon Gregory. Simon Gregory, thank you very much, mate.
Cheers,
you
mate.
saved my life.
You saved our life at Meldon.
Yeah.
So this is the least we can do to show how good
that
it is.
camel dooring wood that you've got is too good to burn. You should be making knife handles out of it or stuff like that. Absolutely stunning. Thank you very much, mate. And the Namibian charcoal that you sent us down is tops. I mean, we've got some serious heat coming off of that. Going to take that one back over, so I'll get it to a count of 20. I can smell absolutely everything. The octopus, oh, you beauties.
Octopus is lovely.
Yeah. So now, not quite. They're starting to puff up. Look at the way the scallops have puffed up. They were backpacked. Now they're starting to spread out. As Steve said, these are Dyer scallops. I'm going to check. We've got different temperatures, so I'm going to start moving.
Nicely on both sides.
Yeah. We're starting to get a little bit of colour on that one, but not quite enough. There we go. We're starting to get some sort of move them back that way.
If you're concerned about getting the texture just right, you can use a thermometer. And you're aiming, and as with all fish, for an internal temperature of about 50 degrees C. These are coming up to 40.
So remember that, 50 degrees centigrade.
That applies to fish near the bone, the meat near the bone. Also applies to the octopus. But we know this is cooked anyway. This is perfect. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
I know, I can't wait for that. We've got some lovely flatbreads. So these are going on. The heat underneath there is a count of 1 or 2. So that's hot. A little reminder, you'll need, if you're cooking like this, you need to move your food to where the heat is, and that's variable. When you're cooking off of coals from wood, you've just got to feel with your hands, but this is, well, stunning.
Yeah, these scallops are going to be, they're going to have a hint of paprika and cumin from the oil that we've used, and scallops don't need any more than that. They just need some simple seasoning and cooked properly.
Steve, with the scallops, I always used to be really nervous with them, but then since cooking with you and cooking more sea fish, you're lucky to live down at Brixham where you're getting absolutely fantastic quality scallops coming all the time. I never quite got that crust on the scallops that I wanted, because I was always fighting shy of it. I was always worried. When people say don't overcook fish, don't overcook shellfish, I couldn't ever really get it quite right.
Okay. You want the griddle, if you're using a griddle at home, frying pan, whatever you're using, to be as hot as possible. And when it's perfectly hot, by the time, if you're putting a dozen scallops on, by the time you put the 12 on, it's time to turn them over. This one isn't quite as hot as that, but we've now got some nice colour. Mike, could you get the board? I'll take this off.
No, that's funny, because Nigel Bloxham from the Crab House Cafe, he told me we were cooking scallops in the shell.
Oh yeah.
So you cook them in the shell, but you don't add either your lemon butter or your garlic butter until the end. But he taught me the way to do it.
Plate on board.
That you cook the scallop for a couple of minutes in the shell in its own cooking container. It's fantastic. I love this seafood. Half of it comes in its own cooking container. Then you add the butter so that the butter doesn't burn. You leave it, you don't turn it over. Then just before you think that's ready, you actually flip the scallop over in the shell, in the butter, and by the time you take that out for service, that scallop is cooked evenly all the way through.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. And it's very important if you're cooking in the shell to cut them out of the shell so they're not stuck there. Otherwise, you cook one half of the scallop dry and the other half is raw.
Yeah.
So, but there are lots of, I mean, we could have done those.
Do you want to get the squid on there?
Yes, squid.
Squid on there?
Okay, these are ready now. Just ready. And then what we're going to do, is squeeze the lemon juice on the prawns.
So this is just some lime juice going over. And a sprinkle of smoked salt.
The idea with the lime juice and the salt, when you cook prawns dirty, as it were, straight on the coals, the skins do go rather dry, and most of us, when we're eating them, we'll eat the little legs here, and we'll suck out the heads. That's where a lot of the flavour is, and then you'll pick up the lime juice. Don't be tempted to put the lime juice on. If you are tempted to put the lime juice on before you cook them, only do it for about 5 minutes beforehand, otherwise the lime juice will cook the fish like a ceviche. But these will be as tender as. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Anybody who wants it dry and overcooked, they're welcome to.
Help yourself.
That is absolutely to die for. Good quality, drizzle over some good quality olive oil and good quality sea salt. Absolutely delicious. That can be eaten warm or cold. So we have our octopus here. And just for the video, I shall open up a prawn. As I say, I normally eat these, but unfortunately I only brought 4 with me, so I won't be having one tonight.
Oh, you will, but I tell you what, I'm going to nick that head.
We don't share.
Here we are. It's a little over this one. It's hard on when you do them dirty to get that.
Oh no, well, all the best bits in the head.